Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. I personally love watching isekai anime. Isekai is a fantasy genre where a person from Earth is transported to, reborn, or trapped in a parallel universe or fantasy world. The entire premise of the genre allows for action, introspection, personal growth, and fantastic animation. So in today's video I'll be talking about top 10 new isekai anime to watch in 2022. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you don't want to miss any videos like this in the future. Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World. Meikyuu Kaga, a high school student, attempts to launch a strange online game he discovered while surfing the internet one day. Instead, he is transported to a rural village in the game's world, where he is given special abilities and an overpowered sword. After gathering his thoughts, he finds himself battling bandits and quickly realizes that he cannot log out. Meikyuu sets out on a journey, enjoying his new life, conquering dungeons for money, and building a harem to satisfy all his manly desires. Trapped in a dating sim, the world of Otome Games is tough for mobs. Meikyuu Kaga, a high school student, attempts to launch a strange online game he discovered while surfing the internet one day. Instead, he is transported to a rural village in the game's world, where he is given special abilities and an overpowered sword. After gathering his thoughts, he finds himself battling bandits and quickly realizes that he cannot log out. Meikyuu sets out on a journey, enjoying his new life, conquering dungeons for money, and building a harem to satisfy all his manly desires. Now trapped in a world he despises, Leon must use his knowledge of the game to safely navigate the plot and sustain himself in a society where the odds are stacked heavily against him. My Isekai Life. I gained a second character class and became the strongest sage in the world. Yuji Sano gets a second chance after working himself to death in a hostile corporate environment when he transmigrates to a game-like fantasy world. Despite his desire to live a quiet life, Yuji discovers that he is a monster tamer, the lowest rank of adventurer. He tames a number of slimes around him and, with their assistance, gains magical powers to become a sage, a second profession that capitalizes on such potential. Even after gaining overwhelming strength, the scars left by Yuji's life prevent him from going all out. However, unforeseen dangers threaten to destroy the world that is now his only home, and he may not be able to conceal his abilities for much longer. Skeleton Knight in Another World. After falling asleep while playing an online game, a man wakes up in the world of that game as his in-game character, Ark. He adjusts quickly to his new surroundings, but soon realizes that he is using the skeleton avatar he selected when creating his character, forcing him to hide his face to avoid unwanted attention. Ark travels to the nearby castle town of Louvierte in the hopes of becoming an adventurer and completing quests for money. Ark embarks on a fantastical journey with his superhuman abilities, exploring various territories, looting various monsters, and assisting people in difficult situations. His seemingly innocuous actions, however, may soon entangle him in a brewing large-scale conflict that will forever change the fate of the realm. Black Summoner. Kelvin gives up certain memories from his previous life in exchange for powerful abilities, additional skill points, and an S-class summoner title in order to prepare for reincarnation in another world. As an added bonus, Melfina, the goddess who facilitates his rebirth, offers him the choice of any companion to help him get started in his summoner role. Kelvin, who fell in love with Melfina at first sight, quickly chooses the deity, confident that his passionate feelings for her will resurface even if he loses all of his memories. Kelvin sets out on an exciting new adventure with Melfina as his guide. However, in order to summon his beloved goddess' physical form, he must first accumulate a significant amount of mana points, and the best way to do so is to level up by fighting powerful enemies and making contracts with even stronger companions. Parallel World Pharmacy. Kanji Yukutani, a world-renowned medical researcher, lost his younger sister to a tumor years ago due to ineffective treatment. He has dedicated his research to developing new medications for such conditions in order to honor her legacy. However, fate has it that he overworks himself and dies at the age of 31, only to be given a second chance at life in another world. When Kanji awakens, he is in the body of Falma de Medicis, a 10-year-old boy from the Seine-Fleuve Empire's illustrious family of medical practitioners. Falma, who bears the mark of a deity's divine blessing, is capable of performing a unique divine art that allows him to create and reduce any substance while knowing its chemical properties. Falma realizes after reading some pharmacology books that this world operates on similar medical practices as in ancient times. He also discovers that medicine is a nobility-only privilege, depriving commoners of proper medical care. Falma resolves to make medicine available to those in need, regardless of class, using knowledge from his previous life and divine abilities bestowed upon him. Uncle from another world. Takafumi Takaoka's uncle, Isekai Ojisan, Shibazaki, has been comatose for 17 years after being hit by a truck. When Ojisan regains consciousness, he begins babbling in a foreign language and reveals that he has been transported to the magical world of Grand Bahamol. Takafumi dismisses his uncle's claims as ridiculous until an incantation causes a cup of water to float in midair. In a stroke of genius, the couple creates a YouTube channel to showcase Ojisan's magical abilities. Takafumi now has the responsibility of informing Ojisan about everything that has happened during his absence, including the internet, new technology, and, surprisingly, the outcome of the 90s console war, the outcome of which was especially distressing for a hardcore Sega fan. They grow their YouTube channel and deal with online comments and trolls with the help of Ojisan's wisdom from his other world experiences. This uncle-nephew duo's journey promises to be anything but ordinary. She professed herself pupil of the wise man. With a dignified veteran's body and a long white beard, summoner Mage Dunboff was regarded as a one-man army in the virtual reality online multiplayer role-playing game Arc Earth Online. They formed the mage player kingdom of Alkay with the 9 wise mages and King Solomon. But then Dunboff and the other 9 wise mages vanish, leaving no trace behind. Dunboff had purchased a cosmetic kit and tinkered with his character to spend his expiring credits, but he had accidentally fallen asleep during the customization process. Dunboff awakens to find not only that the world of Arc Earth Online has become more realistic, but also that he has transformed into a cute girl. When he arrives in Alkay, he discovers that it has been 30 years since he allegedly vanished. Now tasked by King Solomon with finding the other missing mages, the avid role-player declares his new identity as Mira, the pupil of the wise man Dunboff, and sets out to prove his legacy. Life with an ordinary guy who reincarnated into a total fantasy knockout. Tsukasa Jingyuji has had incredible luck with women due to his good looks since their days as students. Hinata Tachibana has had almost none, overshadowed by Jingyuji's brilliance. Unlike Jingyuji, who has never shown interest in the opposite sex, Tachibana is always looking for a girlfriend. Despite their polar opposites, they remain best friends in their 30s as salarymen. One night, the two are returning home from a mixer at which Jingyuji, as usual, was the center of attention. The frustrated Tachibana inadvertently wishes to become a beautiful girl with irresistible charm during his drunken rambles. As if the heavens were listening, a goddess appears before Jingyuji and Tachibana, transporting them to another world to defeat the demon lord while also fulfilling Tachibana's wish. Tachibana, now in the body of an impossibly beautiful woman, has become so appealing that even Jingyuji is smitten. Furthermore, Tachibana becomes aware of Jingyuji's stunning appearance, finally comprehending his fame. Before they fall in love with each other, the pair must complete their mission or risk being trapped by their feelings for the rest of their lives. The Executioner and Her Way of Life. Mutu Mitsuki, a normal student, is unexpectedly transported to another realm. Mutu is summoned by the king of this world for the extraordinary power he is said to possess, but he is thrown out when it is revealed that he lacks a special concept. While moping around, he meets a priestess named Manu, who explains that Japanese people like him are known as lost ones, and such people are never without special concepts. Manu goes on to say that she is a member of a church that assists abandoned lost ones in assimilating into society. She invites him to spend the night at her church so that the two of them can investigate the nature of his ability. They eventually discover that Mutu's special concept is extremely powerful and dangerous. Is Manu's true goal to help the lost ones or the opposite? So these were the top 10 new isekai anime to watch in 2022. If you liked this video, then make sure to hit that like button and share this video with as many people as possible, or you will be transported to a world with no magical powers. Also, don't forget to tell me some of your recommendations in the comment section down below. I'll see you in the next one.